start. Sir, the sampling purpose which in any case is complete in coverage. And second, for sampling of urban blocks, use the latest list of urban frame survey counterpart of the list of urban census enumeration blocks covering all the towns of the country. This partially correct the frame for urbanization taking place subsequent to the census by way of state government notifications. On the issue of rural urban classification of areas, all these surveys treat census towns as part of the urban sampling frame. The writer rightly mentions that a refusal to part with the information is never random and the response rare falls with the growth in the level of income of household. This is a problem also faced by similar surveys internationally. However, the survey prescribes for substitution of such household by more or less similar household to the extent feasible. Here, of course, the possibility of relatively lower levels of income of the substitute household cannot be ruled out, causing some downward bias in the overall estimates which are closely associated with the level of income. However, given that a majority of the welfare programs of the government are targeted towards household in the lower income brackets, the set problem of non-response with a very low non-response rate in these surveys is not likely to have a serious impact on the overall household level. Indicators of interest as estimated through these surveys. Sample design and the data quality are two different components of a survey. Both are important when it comes to sample design. A lot of care is taken generally by adopting a scientific sample design in these surveys. However, on the issue of sampling frame, given the apprehension over inadequate representation of rich household, it may be worth exploring whether a list of such household can be developed by tapping alternative sources and governing a representative sample of them in conjunction with the traditional survey of the population. Further, it may be worth examining the coverage of the frame given to the extent of underestimation of the urban population. Setting up a study unit to undertake other similar studies oriented towards improvement of the survey design may also be a step in the right direction. The aspect of training of field personnel, field inspection, concurrent data and publicity measures may be strengthened to improve the quality of primary data, which is most crucial in any survey. Finally, while there is always scope for improvement of the survey result, criticizing all large-scale official surveys on the ground that they do not capture improvement adequately is to throwing the out with the bath water. I would like the Honorable Minister to do something more in this matter. I do not think the problem can be solved by merely shifting the responsibility for the safety of passengers to the state governments. No doubt, I agree that under the Constitution as it stands, law and order is a state subject. But at the same time, we know that this parliament is supreme and we can even change the constitution if necessary. My point is that something should be done in the interest of the people to see that the protection of life and property of the passengers is made a direct responsibility of the Railway Ministry. With these few words, I thank you and conclude my speech. Letter dated 1st April 1980 from Mrs. Balu and Company, Madras, to Thiru K. Mani, 5 Cobalt Street, Madras. Dear Sir, we thank you for your letter which we have just now received. We are glad that you have decided to ask us to supply you the necessary goods for your new house in this city. We find from your letter that you are anxious that the goods supplied should be of good quality. We hope that we shall be able to satisfy your requirements. It will be a pleasure for you to know that we have been dealing in electric goods for many years. We think you will be glad to know that if you are able to find any defect in the article supplied by us, we shall be pleased to replace it immediately. In fact, there has been no complaint from our customers. We would like to inform you that we shall undertake any electric work. You may kindly note that it is not necessary to make any advance payment to us for this purpose. We assure you that if you can give the work to us, we shall be able to do it satisfactorily. As soon as we receive the orders from you, it will be possible for us to take necessary steps in regard to the matter. In the circumstances, we hope that we shall receive your orders at an early date. Yours faithfully.